Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we are checking out the Varis Subaru WRX STI Com Edition. We are going to do a stage 6 maxed out shift and tune, stage 5 shift and tune. We're going to see if we can find a live racing setup for this car, and we are going to do a review on it as well. So let's get to it. Thank you to Nitro for CSR. We're on the content account today, and this allows us to show you videos just like this and teach you about the cars. If the car is 100% maxed out, put your nitrous all the way to the right, final drive 2.60, and then put your tires on 8 psi, and that's going to give us a 10.093 on the dyno time. To drive this car, we're going to let go of the gas right about number 1. As soon as we launch, we're going to hit second, a split second later hit third, and then bang on that nitrous and all the rest of the shifts right before the red line. So let's go do it to it. Just like this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous. Fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, and that's all she wrote. And there we go, there we go. That's pretty much all there is to it. We should be hitting somewhere like 9.9s, maybe 9.8s. Even 10 zeros, I'm not really sure. It's hard to get a good run on this car, but that's basically going to be the fastest way to drive it. Now, most of my runs have been in the low 10 zeros. A couple times I got down into the 9.8s or 9.9s, but I'm going to tell you what, that's very few and far between. I've probably done about 100 test runs, and most of the time I'm staying in the 10 zeros. So if you get it just right, it will run a little bit faster, but it's a pain in the butt to get a really good time on this car on stage 6. Now we have fit this car back to stage 5 parts only, so we're going to do a stage 5 shift and tune. So let's go do it to it. With all the stage 5 parts and all the fusions installed, nitrous all the way to the right, final drive 2.97, tire pressure 8 psi, with a dyno of 11.950. Alright, so it looks like we're going to drive this way on the same way on stage 5. Let go of the gas about number 1, instantly shift into second, hit your nitrous shortly after, hit third gear. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear. And that's all she wrote. It definitely feels a lot slower on stage 5 parts, but we're getting in the, 8.7s, I think it is. Hopefully I'm not having a brain fart here. 11.7s. We keep getting in the 11.7s. That was an 11.819. So that gives you an idea of how to drive it on stage 6 and stage 5. Now we're going to look for a low performance point high evo setup, which will often make these cars good for either live racing or beating the dyno time. So let's check it out and see if we can find one. I will be right back. Alright, so I found something that should work. This does not require any stage 6 parts. You only need to put a couple of upgrades on it, and it should perform pretty well. Normally these are pretty good for live racing unless the car is weird. So if you want to try and upgrade for this for live racing, this is the way I would probably set it up. Put your engine to stock, put your turbo to stock, put your intake to stock, put your nitrous on stage 2, body stage 5, tires stage 3, transmission stage 5, and everything else is on stock. This is going to put us in the slower lobby of 13.6, but I'm pretty sure it's going to do pretty well for live racing as long as we run it at 13.6 and not faster. We don't want the game to put us into 13.4 lobby where the car can't win races anymore. So we want to stay running, right around 13.6. I just can't talk today. So to drive it, we're just going to go ahead and let go of the gas right about number 1. Shortly after, shift into nitrous, hit second gear. All the rest of the shifts right before the red line. You probably don't have to shift into the last gear, but I'm doing it anyway. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth. Now I really don't know if we need to go into 6, right? But we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. So there we go. Ba-bam. Maybe try it both ways, but I find I'm getting nice times going into that last gear. So I was able to run a time of a 13.637. The last run was a 13.516. So again, this is not easy to get good runs on. I don't know. It's not an easy car to drive well, I've noticed. It's very hit and miss on the times that I'm getting. I'm getting big gaps. Usually I can run pretty consistent times on most cars, but I do notice I'm getting very different numbers per run on this particular car, and I'm not 100% sure why. So I know the next question is going to be, will this car beat Tempest 3 Tier 4? Well, let's put it back to max, and we are about to find out if it'll do it to it or not. So it's definitely going to run faster than the boss, can do over 260 miles per hour, but we're not hitting the 0 to 60 times in like 1.37 that we need. We're getting 1.358. Let me see if I can tune it for acceleration and hit those times. Alright, so I moved the nitrous all the way over to the right. Not the nitrous, the transmission. I moved the transmission slider all the way to the right. And I was able to hit 0 to 60 in 1.3. So if you have this car and it's maxed out, it is going to be capable of beating the boss in all of the Tempest races. So it will beat all 3 Tempest bosses with enough parts installed and the right tune and shift pattern and all that good stuff. Alright, so it'll definitely beat Tempest. So my overall opinion on this is it's not a bad car. It's a little bit hard to drive. It's very hard to get consistent runs. But besides that, I like it. I mean, it's a pretty nice Tier 4 car. It's pretty fast. It runs decent times, decent top speed. I mean, it's not a bad car whatsoever. Is it worth the $20? Well, if you want to help out some sort of charity, sure, why not? Grab it. There's going to be an event coming up for this car in a couple of days. And yeah, not a bad car whatsoever. Looks awesome. Runs pretty decent. Probably not the best Tier 4 car in the game or anything, but I can't really say too much bad about it. So yeah. Anyways, there's our little review and how to drive video. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Lightning out. See you later.